Hello there, one and all. My name is Grelucha, aka Jordan, and today we're going to be facing off against my good friend Enigmatic Emolga. He's actually one of my best friends. We go to school with each other, and yeah, he's the one who kind of brought me into the Pokemon competitive metagame. So I'm just going to be facing off against him. And please go check him out. He does pretty funny and cool stuff. So yeah, let's get this battle underway. Oh, sorry about that. So he leads off with his Snorlax, and I lead off with my Dusclops. Shiny version, of course. And yeah, this whole start of the match is just one big troll. So he goes and starts using his stockpiles and gets some extra resistances. And I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp him. And that would beat that. I know this is like a Resto-Chesto set. So yeah. So I just wanted to get a little bit of chip damage off first before I do anything else. Since my Dusclops is a Calm Mind Hex set, I can't really do anything to this Snorlax. So I go into my Fortress and try to set up some entry hazards, since he has absolutely no rapid spinners at all. So he goes for the second stockpile and takes a little bit of burn damage. So yeah, I use my Stealth Rocks. You know, nothing big. And he goes for his last stockpile as well. So yeah, that's his third stockpile. And then next turn I go for the spikes while he gets hit by burn. So I go for the spikes just to, you know, screw him over a little bit. And yeah. So he goes for a power-up punch, but since this Fortress has monster defenses, I'm just gonna hurt it with my Rocky Helmet. It's just wow. So I'll go for another set of spikes, and he's just gonna keep using power-up punch against me. Oh no, he's gonna go for a rest to get rid of his burn and his healing, and his get rid of his burn and, you know, get some health back. And he's gonna eat up that Chesto Berry, and that will be that. So I go for my third set of spikes, and then my Fortress has now done its purpose for this battle. He's just been royally screwed over now. So well, there's nothing he can really do with that Snorlax of his. So I go back in my Dusclops, and yeah, to reburn him. So he goes for a power-up punch, doesn't affect me, so he's going to use Crunch this time. And it does quite a bit of damage, even though so. But I go for my Will-O-Wisp again, even though it's completely useless. I'm just going to rest again. But this time we don't have that Chesto Berry, so I can use this to my advantage. So I switch out into my Zoroark that is disguised as my Klefki. So he goes for the Crunch, and he actually takes my cloak off. And what, I was going to set up some nasty plots against this to try and do something, but you know, he's got power-up punch. He's got plus 3 or 4 attack, but he's burnt, so I wasn't too scared about that. But that was shocking a little bit, to do quite a bit of damage and actually survive. But yeah. So next turn I go for no, I switch out. Why didn't I go for Night Days? Why didn't I go for Night Days? So I go into my Fortress thinking that was the safest bet, just to, you know, take some damage but then return more. I think it was fear that I wasn't going to finish it off that drove me to switch out. So yeah, Bullsack has done his job. So now I switch into my Pinsir, you know, star player. But now he goes for the rest, and I was like, oh no. But this thing is mostly special defense from what I've seen. So, but I've used this to my advantage to set up a few Sword Stance since it doesn't carry Sleep Talk. So, yeah. It's fast asleep. So, I Mega Evolve this turn, and go for another Sword Stance, so I could hopefully sweep his team. Yeah, and I believe that next turn I either go for a Storm Throw or go straight for Thrash. I don't remember. Where did I... Oh yeah, I used Storm Throw. And, yeah, crits, because, you know, Storm Throw. It takes it out in one shot. That's why I love Storm Throw, it's always a crit. Yeah, it's great, it's a good move. So, he sends in his, what's it called? His Galvantula. And takes a lot of damage, actually, from the Stealth Rocks and the Spikes. But he's faster than me and gets to set up his Sticky Web. So I just go for an X-Scissor because I didn't want to waste a few turns on Thrash. So I take it out. Next Pokemon is his Ambipom. That was this thing was a massive threat. It was a Fake Out Technician's Life Orb set, and yeah, so he fakes me out. It does a lot. It does quite a bit actually, quite a bit of damage, and yeah, so a flinch. This thing is like one of the fastest things in the freaking game from what I've seen. Returns me and leaves me on 6 health. I was pretty lucky here, because this could have ended really badly. But, yeah. So yeah, I get the, you know, Storm Throw crit, and, yeah, it goes down. Next Pokemon is his Machamp, which I know has Bullet Punch. So I didn't want to waste this. I didn't want to waste this Pinsir. So I just switch out and go into my Fortress. I was really like confused in this situation because I thought that Machamp was going to be like a Choice Scarf No Guard set, but instead it ends up being a Assault Vest No Guard, which is actually more dangerous. So he goes for the Dynamic Punch, does loads of damage, he gets a crit off that, and it leaves me confused. But I do have the Rocky Helmet to live off of. So I was confused, but I go for the Gyro Ball anyway, and it does a bit of damage. You know, Fortress, unreliable Fortress. So yeah, then I go into my Dusclops, and yeah, I guess caught in a Sticky Web. Let's try and Will-O-Wisp it. But he actually predicts my switch and goes for a knockoff, which leaves me on 1 health. So my Dusclops became useless. It was just a free switch. So yeah, he just bullet punches me and I go down. So I go into my actual Klefki this time, and yeah, I get caught in a Sticky Web. And go for Reflect, because there's nothing else you can really do against Machamp but Reflect. So he goes for the Dynamic Punch, does a bit of damage, just a bit, and confuses. And yeah, I'm just gonna hit myself. Oh, rings. So he goes for another Dynamic Punch, does quite a bit. So I'm getting confused again, and hit myself again. I was just really trying for that foul play, but yeah, I ended up just going down. Klefki, yeah, well, you've done your job already. So I go back into my Fortress, and he did a misplay on his part. He goes for the knockoff to try and knock off my Rocky Helmet. But instead that backfires on him because he thought that knocking off the Rocky Helmet would just deny its effect. I've learnt that one the hard way. But yeah, so he ends up letting me take his Machamp out. So he goes into his Gallade. This is when I was scared, like a little bit scared, because I don't want to let Mega Gallade get rolling. So my Stealth Rocks and Spikes do 5th of his health. That's quite a bit. It's quite useful since, you know, no Rapid Spinners. So he goes into his duelist form, and Swords Dance. Yeah. So I go for a Gyro Ball, try and do a little bit of damage. That actually did quite a bit for my Fortress standards. And then he goes to the Drain Punch. Honestly... yeah, I thought I was going to do Rocky Helmet damage, but yeah, I forgot. So I go into my Greninja, my physical Greninja, you know, the one that got banned. Damn it, Smoker. Banned my favourite Pokemon. So, yeah, I go into Shadow Sneak, and takes out the Gallade. Since I was confident at its 110 speed, but I completely forgot about the Sticky Web. And, yeah. So then he goes into his final Pokemon, Suicune, Crocoon the Suicune, and yeah. So this was a really uphill battle for him, but since Suicune's natural defense was just so high, I had real trouble trying to get rid of it. Like, here's a Gunk Shot. That should have done more. That honestly should have done more. But yeah, he goes to the Calm Mind. And since I was really scared for my Gunk Shot's accuracy, this turn, instead of Gunk Shot, I went for the Night Slash. Because, you know, accuracy. So I go for the Night Slash, and it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do enough damage. I was really hoping for that crit, but he ends up getting the chance to rest. And I should have just went with my chances and went for the Gunk Shot. It would have made this battle go on a hell of a lot easier. So yeah, I go for a Gunk Shot. It seemed to do less damage than it did before. Oh, that's what I've seen. And yeah, so he goes to the Sleep Talk to hopefully get something, but he gets the rest instead. So I've been given another turn to react to that. So I go for another Gunk Shot. No, I go for a Night Slash, because you know I was afraid of Gunk Shot missing. So Night Slash. I should have just kept going Gunk Shot even if it missed. It's just doing more damage overall. Anyway, he goes for another Sleep Talk, and he gets the Calm Mind, which is good for me since I'm physical and doesn't actually affect me in any way. So special attack goes down. So he gets leftovers, and I go for another Gunk Shot. But since he didn't count his rest turns, yeah, he avoided it. He didn't count his rest turns, so he went for a Sleep Talk even though he was going to wake up. So, yeah, it didn't work out too well for him. Now, I just went for a Shadow Sneak, because I'm pretty much dead at this point. He's just going to scold me. And that's how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. So, yeah, oh no, he's going for another rest. Oh, why didn't he just go for the Scald? He would have just gotten rid of me. I mean, he has 2 Calm Minds up. Yeah, he was just scared of my team, I think. It is a pretty scary team. And finally get a crit, and it does around the same damage as a Gunk Shot, which really does disappoint me in a way. But yeah, he goes for a Sleep Talk and stuff, and he's gonna go for the rest. He's been getting really unlucky with these freaking Sleep Talks, honestly. So yeah, I go for a Night Slash, and it does decent amount, I guess. And I'm almost about killed myself with Life Orb. Like, he hasn't touched me in this entire battle. I've been killing myself. So he goes for the Sleep Talk and gets Scald this time and takes me out. So yeah, that's that. So I go into my last Pokemon, my Pinsir. And this ends it, because I'm definitely going to outspeed. I do more damage than my Greninja, And Area Lake Thrash is broken as hell, so yeah. And that's the end of that. And that's my battle against Emolga. So, yeah, go check out his channel. He's a really good YouTuber. He's really good at what he does. He does a multitude of videos. We've done a collaboration before. We've done a mini abridged series. We've done a lot of things. So, yeah, go check him out if you can. And this is Grelucha signing out.